Hello, Gemini, and welcome to my channel, GreenLion Goddess. Wow, Pentacle 10 Venus Virgo has just come out, flipped out for you here, Gemini. So we're looking at the completion of a cycle that has been around material security. We could just be looking at stability and material security in general. But also I'm getting the words you have worked really hard for something. So we'll see what's coming in around that, Gemini. This is a general reading, so just take what feels right and leave the rest. This is the general reading for April the 1st through to the 15th. And there is also an extended to this reading. The link will be in the description box below. I will talk about that a little bit later. So we have Sword to Venus Libra. A lot of Venus coming out for you here, Gemini. And let's see what else is coming in. I feel like the words I'm getting is critical point. You've reached a critical point now where something has completed, has gone as far as it can go, and now there's a decision that needs to be made about where to next, pretty much. And we have Wand 9 Mars Sagittarius. So, yeah, it's interesting because you kind of, there's this overlapping timeline where something's just finishing or just about to finish, and it's really could have taken a fair bit out of you, really. But you will have, if you feel like you don't have the energy or the strength to get through this, you will find that at that last minute. And there is a sense that, a decision needs to be made now as to where this is going. So it could be that I've got hardly any energy left for this. And that's because, if you're feeling like that about something in your life, it's because it actually is completing. It might have already completed, but it's like your energy levels have been depleted as a result of it. Let's see what else has come through. The Hermit. Okay, lovely Virgo. You've got two Virgo cards here. So it is a very practical energy that's coming through. It's a sense of hard work. There's been a lot of hard work here. Let's see what it is. And the World, something is completed. So you've got that double message, or you are trying to complete something. That could also be that you're not seeing the finish. You're not seeing how something's going to end, and it could be creating some conflict. But with that 9 of Wands, it's saying you are going to have the energy to do that. The 5 of Pentacles, it might just feel like it's a struggle, like I don't know if I'm going to get to the other side of this. The 5 of Pentacles in your conscious mind, it could be feelings of abandonment, leaving something behind in terms of an income source, an income stream, needing to find a new way to be making money here, or just to be feeling valued as well. The King of Cups, okay, interesting. So we have the 9 of Pentacles in the recent past, the Hierophant in the near future. There's a lot of there's a lot of cards around commitments, around, I feel like you've been very committed to something, and there could be a question mark around that. The Lovers, a choice coming in. The 4 of Cups, the Page of Cups, and the High Priestess. Wow. Okay, that's interesting. Look what's at the bottom of the deck, the 10 of Pentacles. So, interesting. So, this is like karmically something has come to an end, okay? Because you've got the Hierophant and the High Priestess in the near future. So, whether this is it's just a cycle that has ended. This could be a relationship. There is a relationship here that we're looking at. But there's also a sense of where you're at with this. And this relationship may be, I'm not getting a lot of love or romance in this relationship, but it could be. But it can also just be a workmate relationship, or relationship to a job, to work, to anything. It could be anything. But it is a sense that something has completed on, it can be a completion of like a health regime as well. And maybe you've got to the end of it and you're like, maybe you've just given up sugar or something. I don't know what it might be. And because the Virgo is very much about caring for your body, looking after your body, being quite active as well. It could be a sense of wanting to, it can be both. It can be that you've been very active and you need a break, or it could be that you are wanting to be more like get out more, and it's been hard. There's a sense of isolation that comes through with this, of not being able to necessarily get what it is that you've been wanting coming through. But you're finding those answers here, the Hermit card, going very deep within with that Virgo energy and looking and finding those answers. But it may be that it's hard to see that path ahead. It really is hard to see the way out of this. So, I mean, I feel like it's like in your conscious mind, could be seeing a lot of negatives, could be seeing all the things that are not working out or have not worked out, or you don't want to be committed to anymore. So it's kind of interesting because in the recent past we have the Nine of Pentacles, which is independence and looking at financial independence, wanting to set yourself up, but maybe that's not where you're at this moment in time, or maybe you're not feeling the security of that. There's a lot to do with security in terms of home, health, job, all of that sort of stuff is a big question mark over all of this. And the King of Cups is really wanting to find, this is at the base of the reading, and this is a real Scorpio energy. It's really wanting to find some stability in terms of your emotional world, because that's what you can control at this moment in time. This, the earth energy, in terms of, it feels like the earth energy is what you're feeling the need to change. So it might be that, you know, you feel like you've got as much as you can out of a situation. You wanted it to be the 10, but it ended up the 5. You know, you didn't get as much as you wanted out of something. So then it's like you've had this little taste of the 9, of what it feels like to be on your own or to have some kind of independence. And it's like the Hermit card is also wanting to be on your own, having some space. And this King of Cups finds the stability here. You know, he can see that he's master of his emotions, not the other way around. He finds the emotional stability amidst all the other dramas that might be going on around him. So that's what's happening deep down, is that I feel like actually that deep down there's this sense of emotional security, and that is being kind of projected out into material security, and you're kind of going, oh, well, but this is happening down here. So it's kind of interesting. And in the near future, we have the Hierophant, which for me, the Hierophant is very much, it's a Taurus energy, but it's also very much, because Venus rules Taurus as well, but it's very much for me the soul energy coming through. And with that and the High Priestess, it's very much a strong soul connection between you and someone else. And it's kind of interesting because there's parts of you that have felt isolated, rejected, unlovable, even unworthy, and trying to find that deep within and find that emotional security. But there is this karmic relationship that's coming in here really strongly, that is something that I feel like you have been committed to each other. I mean, even in past lifetimes, you've spent lifetimes together. You are destined to be working together on a very spiritual level, on a very high soul growth level. So it's kind of interesting what's coming in here, because it feels like it does feel like there's some kind of a lack that's being addressed. And there is definitely a choice point coming up around something around that, with the Lovers card coming in and that Two of Swords. It might be that there's been an avoidance of making a decision even, or it's hard to work out how to make the decision or to do that, to even, make the decision. But the Lovers card you're presenting as the Lovers card, which is the real Gemini energy of maybe uncertainty, unsure, knowing that there's a choice that needs to be made here. And this choice is actually to do more with your spiritual security and your sense of where you belong in the world on a bigger scale than material security. And it's kind of an interesting thing that's come up here. So there is, for the Lovers, it could be that, I feel like there's indecision here about something. There's a big, because where to next? Where to next? This could be around a relationship, like I said. And this commitment that's coming in here could be commitment to self, commitment to your soul, commitment to your soul journey, your life path. And whether that involves being with these energies here, this energy that feels like it's completed, I feel like you kind of, there's a sense of disconnect, of not even being part of that anymore. It's kind of interesting. And that's what's on offer here. There's something on offer that is coming in your environment that promises more of this security. But it's not presented, it doesn't seem, it's not a direct path to say, like a job offer, that here's more money. It's a different kind of offer that's coming in. It's hard to describe what it is. It's like an offer from your soul. And, and this is actually something you've been wanting. You've got the Page of Cups, the Four of Cups. So you're wanting this to come in. And it can come in unexpected as well. It is something that you've wanted. And it does feel good. It's bigger than what you were thinking. It has a bigger consequence in terms of just, it's kind of opening your mind to, it's not just based on your human reality. It's got a huger consequence than that. So you're really going to have to trust your intuition here with the High Priestess and the Hierophant coming in. There's this very even psychic ability coming through, but very strong intuition. I just feel like this can even be like a soul intervention for some of you, just saying, this is the direction we're going in. And at the base of it is this Ten of Pentacles. It is what was missing and what didn't reach a fruition for whatever reason, didn't give you what you fully wanted from a situation, is part of what's on offer here. It's part of the parcel of that. But like you said, it's asking some bigger questions about the direction that you're going in, and really making sense of the two different paths, or two very, very different opposite energies that are here. And one can be luck, one can be unlucky, one can be lack, one can be abundance, one could be masculine, one could be feminine. It can be new job, not new job, move home, break up, stay together. It could be any of these two. There's like two polarities, and it's like the differences are huge between the two of them. That's why it's so hard to make this decision, because I half feel like if you stay in this state of indecision, your soul will make this decision for you. So it's kind of interesting. Now, with the High Priestess as well, there is like this synchronistic element here, that you're going to be connected to somebody or an energy or put in a situation that you're meant to be in. So if you've kind of come out of alignment and gone down a path and down too far down a path, and something has ended but you're still struggling with the fact that it's still there, it's like this is a huge offer to get you out of that. And this is a sense that it's bringing you back into your soul alignment. So it's kind of quite an interesting, it's like something went a little bit off kilter, a little bit sideways, a little just off alignment. And it did actually stop the flow of abundance and security as well coming in, this sense of feeling like there was security. And so the fact that you've had a little taste of it in the recent past with this Nine of Pentacles, this could even be some money coming in for some of you, or just a taste of independence. It's kind of had this huge catalyst effect for realizing where things haven't been working. So, yeah, it's quite interesting, Gemini. Quite interesting, but there's this huge soul alignment. I'm going to pull, they're saying animal spirit energy, so we're going to pull an animal spirit for you. And it's not, this energy is actually not easy to read. It's kind of interesting because it feels like there's something very stuck here and it doesn't flow easily to that. That's kind of why sometimes when I'm reading it flows but it's like there's this energy and that, and they feel like very different energies, and there's something that an energy's feeling very stuck at this moment in time. Things aren't flowing perhaps as they should be, but that kind of the flow does come. The flow does come, but there is that decision that's pending. There's a choice here coming in. And it might be the fact that it could be an element of confusion around this. There could be looking for answers and not necessarily finding them as well. That could be an energy that comes in. But you get the answers. Like if you can't find it within your human realm, spirit steps in and finds the answer for you. So you're being really, really strongly guided and protected from soul and spirit. We've got the peacock. So that's an interesting energy to come out. It is the element of air. And what I'm getting is that there's a sense that of only seeing things on the surface. And this could be a person. This could be your mindset, your perspective of what's going on at the moment. But there's a sense that either someone around you is very shallow, or you're only getting like a surface level. You're not getting any depth of who they are. Or it's an experience where it's kind of feeling like I'm just kind of skimming the surface with it. It's the sense that something's just very superficial. There's something superficial here. But the depth comes in big time. So you're connecting in, and when you connect in, then it might be like this jolt of, okay, now I'm feeling really connected, and now I understand the depth, and now I'll have this very totally different perspective of what this is. So this could be someone you're dealing with. It could be an aspect of you, or just how things are being presented. Like you might be, just say you're at work, and you're only having these very kind of surface interactions with a lot of people, or a lot of surface, like the people you're talking to. It could be that you're seeing a lot of lack, and they're saying that that's only a small amount of the bigger picture, and there's so much more here because they've got this 10 of Pentacles here. So there is more there for you coming, and you might not be seeing that or feeling that, but it's there. So it can also be that. It's kind of like, it's interesting. It's like you're presenting as yourself here, Gemini, with this card, with the Lover's card. So, but I feel like you're in two minds about something. And part of this can be about freedom to be who you are. When we're looking at superficiality, it can be, you kind of even being forced to look at something in more depth, or you're being forced to, not forced to, but there's an opportunity here. I shouldn't say the word forced. There's an opportunity here to go into a deeper relationship with either yourself or someone else, or, work or research, whatever you're studying or something like that, a topic, a book, could be anything. And that's on offer here. And with the Lovers card, it's like, do I want to do that? Do I not? And part of it is also perhaps you're presenting a surface level of yourself, a superficial version of who you are, and not letting someone get closer and deeper in, or an energy get closer and deeper. You're not maybe revealing all of who you are. And that is also coming out as well. So it's interesting because it's kind of like, and that's what I'm getting. It's like maybe not wanting to look deeper at an issue, because I'm getting it's sort of like the reading energy wants to keep me here. But there's these two cards here that I'm like, I know they've got so much more to them. And that could be actually it as well. Dealing with someone that you're like, I know there's so much more to them, but I don't understand. And it could be a relationship that needs to go into to deepen. But yeah, it's just no more flitting around and around the sidelines. It's something's being asked to really connect in and commit. So it says, every thought I think is creating my future. The universe totally supports every thought I choose to think and believe. I have unlimited choices about what I think. I choose balance, harmony, and peace, and I express it in my life. And that's actually what it is that you're presenting as yourself, but it is a sense that it's also you have the power of choice here. You understand that. And so it is looking at what you want to choose to see. Do you want to see lack, the superficial version of it, or do you want to see the deeper, more spiritual understanding of why something might be happening? And it's kind of like, do you want to see, it's like the half glass full, half glass empty. How do you see it? And so it's kind of saying that there is a very different, to be aware of your thoughts and what you're bringing in, and to really understand what choices you have around that. So yeah, it's interesting. I'm going to pull, it's quite an intriguing, it's intriguing because what it is, that there's this defensiveness to this energy, which is not wanting me to go in and see what's further beneath this. And we might get this in the deep extended reading. We might get beyond that, but it's like there's this defensive energetic veil that's like, stop here, don't go any further, don't go any deeper. And this might be, there's a barrier. There's a barrier to going deeper into something, or connecting deeper with somebody, or looking even deeper into yourself. So it's kind of interesting, but let's see what else is coming out here. Yeah, look, it's like a little clam. And it's like something has clammed shut. I'm not talking about that. I'm not letting you in. I'm not revealing what that is. Something has clammed shut, or someone has clammed shut here. So it kind of goes from nothing to like surface to deep. And it's like one or the other. It's kind of these two polarities coming in. So that didn't make sense, I know. But it's kind of an intriguing reading, Gemini, because it is saying perhaps there is a struggle, a challenge with this, going deeper with something. And so, yeah, who's actually clammed shut? Who's actually shut off from you? Who's actually closing up? Something is closed, come to a close, or closed up. So it's about accepting that this has occurred, that this is maybe as much as you're going to get from something or someone, but also understanding that there's so much more there and that you have the ability to go in and connect with that. So, yeah, I know I'm kind of traveling over the same ground and saying it all in the same slightly different ways, but yeah, I do feel like it's just because I don't feel like I fully got to I feel like there's still a big question mark, and you might be left with that, a big question mark about someone or something. But yeah, you're really going to have to trust your intuition and find a different way in. Find a different way in, not the usual route. A different path that kind of takes you out of even the human realm. Maybe it's through meditation, maybe it's through contemplation, maybe it's through prayer even. Maybe it's through just dreams and connecting to those higher energies, those high vibrational energies. But it's there, and also it's kind of interesting because what it's saying is that this energy that you're dealing with, if it's a person and you just have this sense that you've got this really strong connection with them, but they're only showing you a very small part of them, but you know that there is this synchronistic connection that you're supposed to have with somebody. And it's like they're maybe not even acknowledging it, but you're feeling it. So it's kind of like a puzzle. But these two cards are saying that, yes, you two are supposed to be here, and there's a very strong soul connection between the two of you. But they might not be admitting or showing. They might be feeling that, but they might not necessarily be showing you that. So it's quite intriguing. I actually just want to, just before we go, I'm just going to pull one card for that peacock. Because this might be one of those things that you know someone and you might just be an acquaintance, but you just get this feeling that this person could actually be the one for you, or it's interesting. Or it could be the other way around. Someone could feel this way about you and you've got no idea. So the Fool, okay. So this person wants to travel light. This energy that comes in wants to travel light. They don't want any heaviness, any burden. They might just want to be on their own for a while. They could have been dealing with a lot of heavy stuff in the past that they've just kind of cleared for whatever reason. And they're not looking for a commitment. They're not looking for a relationship. They're not looking for the deeper connection. They just want it to be, I'm free, I'm light, I'm starting again. So they're not in a stage where they're ready to kind of move into this, whatever this connection is. So they're not ready is the answer, if this is someone that you're dealing with. But this connection is really strong. So whatever that energy is that is feeling very surface, but you feel incredibly drawn towards it for whatever reason, and it doesn't have to be a person. It could be like, I just feel like I need to be painting or doing art, and I need to be writing as a career, something like that. But I'm in this totally different arena, but I'm just getting a sense that that is kind of part of my destiny. But it's not ready yet. It's like it's so new. It's something very, very new about it. So it's not ready to kind of step into that whole commitment and that depth. And so it's just, you're getting a very, very strong intuitive message that something is for you. Something is meant to be for you, but it's not ready yet. So it's fascinating. It's fascinating, Gemini. And it took a while to get to that because of the fact that we've got this clam, this energy was just so like, it's something that has kind of, is not ready to open up yet for whatever reason. And this could be a skill, an ability, it could be a person, it could be a path, you know, something that is ready, that is very, very new, but you're kind of feeling it strongly, but it's not ready to open yet for you. Open up, whatever that is. So that's why you're getting this very intuitive energy with the High Priestesses. You're feeling it. Your soul's pulling you. You're getting this very strong soul vibe, but you're in this void between the two, like you're finishing off something, something's ending, and you can feel this new beginning and you're kind of wanting to go that way. But at the same time, you're still dealing with all this stuff here in front of you. There's stuff you need to work out. So yeah, it's kind of interesting. It's a slow reveal. It's what it is. It's a slow reveal, and it could be confusing from that perspective. But I feel like it's finally making sense to me now what this is about, this reading, and so yeah, it's making a lot of sense. And that's why some things in your life are like just feeling not right now. They're feeling like, oh, I'm feeling disconnected, or I'm feeling like it's not resonating with me because I'm really feeling this big pull. So it's kind of like caught between two worlds. Interesting, but one world is not ready for you yet. And you can feel something is on offer here. You know it is on offer, but it's like, again, this character's looking at it and am I ready? So it's asking some big questions here about, life path, destiny, all that sort of stuff. So, yeah, it's kind of fascinating. It's exciting because there does feel like there's something incredibly destined for you just on the horizon, but quite literally it's on the horizon. The sun hasn't even fully come up yet around it, so it's not going to reveal what it truly is. But it's intriguing and it's exciting. So it's got this mysterious pull towards something. So that's it, Gemini. Kind of a fascinating reading, very fascinating. And I've probably gone for a very long period of time, so I hope that you could bear with the length of this one. But I'm going to leave it here. I'm going to take it over to the extended reading. Now it's starting to flow. We might get some more clarification with some of these cards here that are coming out, and we'll find out what else is connected to the near future and the future beyond, because it's so new. And we will also focus in on career, love, and money. And so we'll pull some cards specifically around that. So I'd love it if you could come and join me for the extended reading. The link is in the description box below. And if you click on that, it will take you over to Vimeo. I usually post the link and pin it to a comment as well. But this is where we're leaving each other. Thank you so much for bearing with me for this one, Gemini, because it's interesting with you guys that you're usually the guys that, you're all about communication. And this was like, no, non-communicating, not communicating. It's going to be really, really hard, put you to the test. It could be someone testing to see whether, it felt like there was a bit of a challenging testing phase with this, which is kind of interesting. So, yeah, it's like someone's kind of communication is not free flowing, but then it does open up. So interesting, very interesting reading. So thank you so much. I don't think I've quite had a reading like this before, but I think it's actually, you're getting so closer and closer to this destiny, which is amazing. So thank you so much for joining me. Please subscribe and leave a comment and share if you think this will help somebody, and take care, Gemini. I'm intrigued to see where this is going in the deep read. Bye.